Here we go. And 5, 6, 7, and... Knees out in arabesque. Great. Beautiful, beautiful. And Hasedas. Great. Good, and now all fall back in awe as the dancer approaches, and we perform the pas de deux. Great job, girls.
Good job. All right, you did great. Very good, everybody. Thank you.
Well, what'd you think?
I never would have believed it, but you have done exactly what you said you would do, Carrie, and in record time. It really has your personal touch.
Thank you. Everybody's been working really hard.
I know. It's been very eye-opening. We've offered tap dancing, we've offered jazz, we've even offered swing dancing, but we've never attempted a Christmas ballet performance before you came along. I think I was afraid it was bigger than we could handle. But thanks to you and Jane, I'm feeling pretty good about it right now.
And you won't regret it. It's time we expanded our ballet program, and who better to do that than Carrie? Plus, it doesn't hurt that she starred in a national Christmas production before, one of the biggest in the country.
So you said.
Well, that was a very long time ago, but I do feel it's come in handy for a situation like this. Okay? Good job.
It must take a lot of planning to perform a role throughout the rehearsal process in order to smoothly blend in a guest star at the last moment.
Well, that's how it's designed. Just like summer stock theater. I prepared everyone ahead of time so that our visiting ballerina can just walk right in and assume her role seamlessly.
With so much riding on this, I'm so glad we have an expert at the helm. The studio is barely keeping its head above water, and we need this performance to go well, or we'll have to make cuts to our program.
And don't worry, I know what a huge opportunity this is for the school, so I plan to make this a very big success.
I'm just amazed that we attracted the Royal House of Weidenberg as a patron. It's unbelievable that they're sending Medea Michelli to star in our production.
I'm actually pinching myself at such good fortune. It's part of an international arts exchange program. They're getting something back from the state in return, like an opera tenor or a guest soprano, something like that.
Yeah, I just applied for the program, and it turns out that the Queen of Weidenberg is a patron of ballet and has a protege that she wants to show off in America.
A young protege who will be here before we know it.
Yes, she will, but we'll be ready.
Officiating this morning's ceremony is Prince William of Weidenberg, who just officially opened the Weidenberg Christmas Festival.
Thank you, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Now, the royal family has long held the tradition of opening the ceremony personally, and we are delighted to see you here today, continuing that tradition.
Thank you. And of course, Her Majesty, the Queen, sends her warmest regards to everyone watching.
And before you go, is there any bit of royal news you would like to share with the people of Weidenberg? Anything special ahead for Your Highness?
I know what you're hinting at, and the answer is no. I'm still a bachelor and shall remain so for the time being. But it is Christmas and miracles do happen. So with that, I will take my leave. Thank you very much. Cheers, everyone.
Well, there you have it. The Weidenberg Christmas Festival is officially open, and it is a beautiful day for it.
Bravo, Your Highness. Well done.
Why, thank you. That concludes my royal duties for the morning. Now let's grab a hot beverage at the lodge and find our way to the car.
I would agree, sir.
Colin, why is everyone always so interested in my love life?
I didn't know they were.
Oh, come off it. Of course they are. It's all they ever ask about. Surely there's more to me than that.
Surely there is, Your Highness. But perhaps it's just that you, sir, are so beloved by your subjects, and they do want you to be happy. And a royal wedding in Weidenberg, well, now, that would be something very special. The entire country would rejoice. Nothing ever quite equals a royal wedding for stoking the flames of national spirit.
A royal wedding? I don't even have a date for Christmas Eve.
But perhaps you have more opportunities than you could possibly entertain, sir.
Now, there may be some truth in that. As a prince, I must be very careful with matters of the heart. One careless step spells disaster.
It's better to tread lightly or not at all.
Pardon me, Your Majesty. This looks like it might be important. It's the palace's royal line.
Please, take it.
Yes. Okay, on my word. All right. Thank you. Yes. Right.
Well,
It's the Queen, Your Highness.
is she all right? What happened?
There's been an accident. We need to leave at once.
An accident? Colin, don't leave me in suspense.
It's nothing too serious. She was walking her dogs when one of them spied a small creature, a squirrel, I believe they said. Well, one of the dogs pulled the leash suddenly, and the Queen lost her balance unexpectedly. She slipped on a patch of ice and fell. I'm told she sprained her ankle.
Did she strike her head? Did she break an arm?
No, sir, I believe the ankle's the only region of injury.
Thank goodness it's not more serious.
Indeed, but she did ask for your swift return to the palace. She needs you.
Yes, let's make haste, of course, right away.
This way, Your Highness.
Hey, have you seen any sign of Carrie yet?
No, not yet, but I do expect her shortly. I think she had a few errands to run before coming in today.
How's it looking?
Well, if things continue to go as they are now, the Christmas ballet just might actually pay for itself and then some. Ticket sales are strong, and we're seeing a lot of traction on the website for next year's classes. We may have hit on something.
Hey, that's wonderful news.
So far, so good. We've never taken on anything this big before, so fingers crossed.
Well, I guess I better clean up until she gets here.
Okay. Until who gets here?
Until you get here, that's who.
Well, I'm here now, and I have brought some goodies.
Oh, again?
Oh, what kind of goodies?
Well, the only kind, my mother's, of course. These are her super deluxe Christmas peppermint cream cupcakes.
Wow, she's a dynamo in the kitchen, isn't she?
Well, it's Christmas time, and at Christmas time, my mother bakes her little fingers right down to the bone.
So I'm beginning to see.
Yeah, but the problem is, she bakes so many things, we don't have enough friends to eat them all, so... She's gonna be making more, so please, eat those as quick as you can.
You know, when I woke up this morning, I was thinking I should stay close to home. I just had a sense that something was going to happen.
It was just a minor accident, Your Highness. Could have happened to anyone.
Yes, if you say so. When I get a feeling about these things, I'm usually right.
If you say so, sir.
I do. I do say so, Colin. But please, wait here. Oh, dear mother.
William, look what I've done to myself.
How are you feeling?
Fine enough. As long as I don't move about.
And what do the doctors say?
They say what doctors always say. Stay off your feet, get plenty of rest, no dancing for a few weeks.
Yes, no dancing, Mother. As it is, I'm sure you'll be right as rain by Christmas Eve.
But there's so much to do. The holidays are upon us, and you know how that impacts my day-to-day.
Yes, I know. I know, Mother. And you will do what royals do. You'll just have to do it more slowly, and you'll have to do it sitting down. They'll understand you are, after all, the Queen.
Of course. Which brings me to another situation. One I'd hoped not to have to trouble you with.
To trouble me? Mother, pray tell.
I have agreed, as part of a small cultural arts exchange, to provide a prima ballerina to dance in a Christmas ballet production.
Well, that sounds wonderful. Why would that trouble you at all?
It's in America,
In America?
and I need you to escort the young ballerina on her journey overseas, making sure, of course, that everything goes as planned. It's Medea Michelli.
Medea?
William, it's very important that she arrives safely and perform as I have promised. The arrangements have already been made.
I see. May I ask, are you certain that I'd make the appropriate escort?
It's official business on behalf of the Crown, There's nothing more to it than that.
Yes, no, of course. For me, it's official business, but for Medea, perhaps not. Maybe this task would be better suited for Lady Eleanor.
Well, it was, of course, but now I cannot possibly spare her. And I cannot entrust this most important task to anyone but you. I'm very sorry, son, but it's only for a few days.
Yes, of course, as you wish.
You could, perhaps, also lend your considerable talents to promoting the production. You'd make a wonderful host, I think.
Sounds like so much fun.
You should run along and pack. Colin has your instructions.
Does he now? That's wonderful. Thank you, Mother. You knew.
Only a little, Your Highness.
How can I ever trust you again?
I'm sorry, sir, but Queen trumps Prince.
Yes, I know the Queen trumps the Prince. Thank you. I've been reduced to playing a babysitter for ballerina and my dear Michelli. Oh, why? Is there anything else you'd like to spring upon me?
Nothing comes to mind at the moment, sir, but I could dredge something up if you give me a few hours.
Oh, it'd only take you a few hours, would it? Be a few hours of sheer misery, I assure you.
I shall do my best, Your Highness, to make the hours pass as painlessly as possible.
Yes. I believe we were playing to catch.
Okay, arms 1, open 2, and that marks on 2, partnership ball. Beautiful, beautiful. And pose, and other side, and up, beautiful. Raise. Nice, nice. Wrist out, shoulders down. Beautiful. And say, beautiful. Hold, extra hold.
Bravo. Bravo, just wonderful.
Attention, everyone. I'd like you to meet Madame Medea, our prima ballerina courtesy of the Kingdom of Weidenberg.
Hello.
You guys were wonderful. Okay, everyone, take 5. Give us some space, please.
Medea, so nice to meet you. I'm Carrie. And this is Jane, our school's creative assistant.
You are the one who has been the understudy for me during rehearsals?
Yes, and I'm also the ballet's creative director.
I see. I am most grateful. You are then a retired dancer?
Correct.
I can see you're still very capable. Your conditioning is excellent.
Well, thank you. I danced for many years.
It shows. 3 years.
Joffrey.
Ah, I see this is perhaps why you attracted the attention of Queen Victoria. But you see, now that I am here, I shall choreograph. Myself. And my dance partner. Excuse me.
Oh. Yes, I wouldn't have expected you to dance any of the choreography that I designed.
Of course. We all have our own preferred choreography. I will adapt much faster using my own methods.
Of course.
You see, I innovate, but I do not follow so well.
Ladies,
Marilyn, are you okay? You look like you've seen the ghost of Christmas Past.
almost. Ladies, His Royal Highness, Prince William of Weidenberg.
I'm Jane.
Hi, Jane.
Your Royal Highness, this is Carrie Martin. She heads up our ballet program.
Wonderful. Excited to meet her. You're a ballerina?
Yes.
Charmed.
Likewise, Your Highness.
Do you think you can show us where the dressing rooms are? I have some things in the car I'd like to stage there.
Why, of course. Please follow me.
Would you please excuse me?
Of course, yeah.
Come on, let's grab a coffee. Or should I say tea, madam?
Right this way, Miss Medea. We hope you feel right at home here. This way, Your Highness.
Thank you.
I wasn't expecting to meet a prince today.
This day's full of surprises. And it's still early. Come on.
And this is our dressing room. We had it renovated 6 months ago.
No. Oh, it's very nice. Very modern.
Very small, don't you think?
Small?
Well, small, but nice. I will like it here. Thank you. And these are beautiful. You are too kind.
Well, we weren't sure what time you were coming in, but we wanted to greet you properly.
And it has been a most gracious welcoming, thank you. And it is my mother's sincerest wish that we provide you with any assistance you require.
Thank you. And had we known that you were accompanying Miss Medea, Your Highness, we would have had a...
No, please. Please, no apologies necessary. My coming was a last-minute decision, and it's very unexpected. We're in quite a hurry. Just rest assured, Colin and I, we're here and at your service. Colin, we're in here.
Begging your pardon, sir. I have Madame's accessories.
Oh, bring them, please.
Yes, Madame.
I'll show you where everything goes. It must be staged exactly as I instruct you.
Of course.
Wonderful. I'll leave you two to it then.
Madame, is everything all right?
Yes, of course. Everything is fine. Why wouldn't it be?
More on social media.
It's a great idea.
Yeah? Okay, so I can record your lessons and we can put it online.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. Oh, Your Highness.
Please, I didn't mean to surprise you. Please sit. Well, I was just looking for some tea. Or something hot, if it wouldn't be any trouble.
No, not a problem at all. I'm sure Carrie could make you a cup. She's a whiz at that sort of thing. I have to get back to work. But you wouldn't mind helping out the prince, would you, Carrie?
No. I could make you a tea or a coffee or anything else you might like.
Okay, I'll catch you later. Okay.
Oh, I know. What about a cup of hot cocoa? And you could also try one of my mother's super deluxe Christmas peppermint cream cupcakes.
All that sounds like quite a bit. Just a tea will be fine.
All right.
And thank you very much. I know you're quite busy.
Oh, it's no problem at all. Please, have a seat. And, you know, it really is no trouble. Ever since Medea got here, my duties have been somewhat reduced.
Yes, she is rather focused.
Well, she does have her career to think about.
That she does, yes.
Here you are.
Thank you. Please, join me.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, I insist.
All right.
I noticed your photographs in the hallway. Quite lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Do you still dance?
Not as much as I used to.
Why not?
Well, I discovered I loved teaching. And to be honest, it pays the bills that need paying. Still does. But Marilyn thought that by putting up those pictures, it might encourage people to sign up for the ballet program, which hasn't really been as popular as some of the other classes here. And, you know, we just really haven't had as many students as we would like.
I don't even know why you need Medea. You could star in the show yourself.
That's very sweet of you. But then it wouldn't really be a royal ballet, would it?
Yes, no, I see your point. It wouldn't.
And the hope was with Medea here, we would reach a wider audience. And of course, with your Royal Highness in attendance, well, the sky's the limit.
You know, Carrie, I would really like to help you reach a wider audience, and to do that, we at least need to get to know one another better.
Yeah, I suppose that's not a bad idea. I'd love to hear all about what it's like to be a prince.
How about this? Ladies first. You're the mystery. Love to learn all about you.
Me, a mystery woman?
Well, at least to me you are.
I wonder what has become of my prince.
I assure you, madame, I know less than you.
I think I've done enough here for today. I wish to return to the hotel. May we go?
Once we find the prince, perhaps he's gone back to the studio.
Of course. Excuse me. Have you seen Prince William?
Last time I saw him, he was in the break room with Carrie.
I see. And which way might that be?
Down the hall to the right.
Thank you, miss.
Don't mention it. Okay, babies, ready? Let's go again.
Wonderful. So dinner tonight, so we can plan the next few days.
Dinner sounds great. How about 8 o'clock at the lodge on Crescent Circle? It's new American cuisine, so bring an appetite.
8 o'clock. Lodge on Crescent Circle. Bring an appetite. I think I can remember all that.
Good. And here is my contact, just in case.
Wonderful. I look forward to seeing you then.
Me too. Just about ready to go.
A prince. A real live prince right here in Hampton. This has to be the surprise of all surprises. Big news around here. And at Christmas time.
Well, no one knows he's here. Not yet, anyway.
So this is all hush-hush.
Yes, but not for long.
Oh, honey. I haven't seen you dressed this nice in quite a while.
I haven't had a reason.
A date with a prince.
Mom, it is not a date, okay? I just need to talk to the prince about some publicity for the show. I mean, he didn't say he would, but he also didn't say he wouldn't, so it doesn't hurt to ask, right?
You know, if you don't ask, you don't get. That's what I always say.
Yes, Mom, I know that's what you always say. Royal ballet is good, but royal ballet with prince is even better. Just have to get the word out.
You certainly look dressed to impress.
Thanks, Mom.
I only wish your father could see you.
I'm gonna go, okay? I'm gonna get there early so I can get that table by the fireplace. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Miss Martin,
Yes?
I'm afraid I have some bad news. The prince will be unable to keep his dinner plans with you for this evening. He sends his deepest regrets.
Oh, I don't understand. Did something happen?
Yes, I'm afraid it's Madame Medea. She's suddenly taken ill.
That's terrible. Is she all right?
Well, she complained of feeling tired this afternoon at the dance studio, and upon returning to her room, she began to feel worse, I'm afraid. The prince is with her now. We have a private doctor on his way to the hotel. He should be there soon. Perhaps we'll discover more then.
I hope it's not too serious.
As do we all. I'm very sorry for this inconvenience, miss.
It's all right. It's nobody's fault. Would you like something to eat? The food here is amazing.
I'm afraid I should get back.
Of course.
Good evening.
Good evening. Any decisions, miss? Yes, the dessert tray. Oh, you'd like to see our dessert selection? No. Just bring me the tray. Okay.
Your Highness.
Colin? Thank you.
How's Madame Medea? Better, I hope?
Remarkably so. In fact, the doctor could find nothing wrong with her.
Nothing wrong, sir?
Perhaps a bit of fatigue brought on by the trip. A little more than that, he supposes. A good night's sleep should settle everything by morning.
Good news for all, then.
Yes, indeed. Good news for all. Oh, you did explain the situation to Miss Martin, yes?
I did, sir. She was, of course, very disappointed, but she understood.
Right. Thank you. I'll make it up to her. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Right, let's do it again. And
Oh, I leaned too much on that one. Let's try again. Belly button just fine. Right.
5, 6.
Oh, hello, Colin.
Good morning, miss.
I see Medea's feeling better.
Very fortunate for everyone. Just a bit of fatigue from the long trip, I suppose. What's all this?
Oh, well, my mother makes a truckload of baked goods every Christmas, and as usual, there's way more than we could ever hope to eat, so I thought I'd share them here. Please have one. She won't stop baking. She's like a whirlwind in the kitchen.
Truly?
Mm-hmm. I swear she's got sugar running through her veins.
This is really quite good.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'll tell her.
If you'll excuse me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. Please excuse me. I'll be right back.
Let's go again.
Good morning.
Oh, Your Highness, good morning.
I'm terribly sorry about last night. I wanted nothing more than to join you for a lovely dinner and talk about the coming days.
Oh, that's okay. I completely understand. I'm sure that must have been quite a scare for everyone. I'm just glad everything turned out okay.
Oh, yes. And no, everything turned out to be relatively minor. Absolutely nothing at all. No real harm done. I was just hoping that we could, put everything to bed by going to an early lunch together.
Oh, lunch?
Right now, yes. If, of course, you can spare the time.
Unfortunately, I do have several things I need to take care of today. The show is almost here, and I am the artistic director.
Of course. How silly of me. Well, I thought you said that your workload has been lightened, dramatically, because Medea's assumed her own choreography. Surely you can make a bit of time, for me.
All right. But there is one very important errand I have to run this afternoon for the school.
Yes, of course. We can run it afterwards, if you'd like, if that works for you.
Yeah, that works for me.
Great. There's a wonderful little restaurant that I know of. The larger Crescent Circle. Maybe you know it.
Yes, I think I do know it.
Fantastic. Right, we should get going immediately.
Right. Yes, okay.
What am I doing wrong?
Madame?
I was hoping this trip would bring the prince and I closer together, but hour upon hour we only seem to be drifting further apart.
Perhaps you're trying too hard.
Me? Trying too hard at what? I'm not trying at anything.
You know, Carrie, I'm very happy that we're able to do this.
Me too. I'm also happy Medea was able to recover so quickly.
Believe me, everyone's pleased that it wasn't more serious.
Well, I hope you were still able to enjoy some dinner last night.
Oh, yes, I just ordered some room service. Nothing too special. What about you? Did you stay for dinner?
I did stay. Not for dinner. I wasn't that hungry anymore, but I just had some dessert.
And what did you have?
I had eggnog cheesecake sundae.
I'm sorry, an eggnog cheesecake sundae. I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, it wasn't so much a dessert as it was 3 desserts.
3 desserts?
Yeah, just but all like in one together.
That sounds very sweet.
Well, as dessert should be. I think you would have enjoyed it.
I can't say that I'm very eager to try it, but it sounds interesting. Desserts weren't really my thing growing up. My mother was very strict in that regard.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What about your dad?
Unfortunately, my father passed when I was quite young.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My father also passed away.
My condolences.
Thank you.
So you must know exactly what that's like.
I do.
It was very hard on my mother, and well, she became very protective over her only son. Nothing would be left to chance regarding my personal safety, that's for sure.
Did that affect you growing up?
Oh, yes, of course. Very little fun was to be had.
Oh.
As I got older, I started taking more chances, and I started doing every risky and reckless thing that I could imagine. And I drove my mother absolutely mad.
I bet.
What about you and your father? When did he pass?
2 Christmases ago.
Oh.
It was quite sudden, which left my mother, of course, an emotional wreck, but also unprepared financially. So I had to throw myself into the workforce and try to help get her on her feet. I'm still kind of trying.
Dear. And he passed at Christmas.
Yeah. Which was, of course, extra difficult for the both of us. But my mother deals with it by throwing herself into the kitchen and baking her little heart out. She just bakes nonstop, bakes. And I am in charge of distribution.
You two are lucky to have each other.
As your mother was to have you. And I'm sure now that you're all grown up, your mother would love for you to find someone of your own to settle down with. If you were to find the right girl, of course.
Yes, of course, she'd love me to find the right girl. And settle down, if. And only if I found the right girl. I'm starving.
Yeah, me too.
Should look at the menu.
No, you go ahead. I already know what I want.
You know, I'd probably be remiss if I didn't ask where you were taking me.
Well, that's all part of the mystery, isn't it?
All right. A lady of mystery. But come on, not even a hint as to what the mission is.
Well, I can assure you it's nothing too dark or ominous, Your Highness.
Thank goodness.
All right, well, the truth is, we're gonna go round up the Academy's Christmas tree. I have the biggest vehicle, so Marilyn volunteered me to do it. We're gonna be doing the big theater walkthrough tomorrow, so we're gonna decorate the lobby.
All right, of course, the big theater walkthrough. So then, pray tell, why are we out in the country?
Well, you don't just expect me to get any old Christmas tree, do you?
Well, no, of course not. So where exactly do you get your Christmas trees from?
Well, young, I'm surprised. The best Christmas trees come from a Christmas tree farm, of course.
This is amazing. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Well, you knew they had to come from somewhere, right?
Yes, of course. But in my home, Christmas trees just sort of appear overnight.
Christmas trees? Like multiple?
Well, yes, we have more than one.
With presents already arranged underneath?
Don't be silly, that's what makes it a Christmas tree.
Well, get ready for a reality check.
Here you go. Hey. Have a good time, all right? Okay, all right. Okay.
Good afternoon, Mike.
Didn't you already pick up your mom's tree?
I did, but I need another one for the school.
Well, I still got a few left.
I can see that, but we just need the one.
Well, you look around, I'm sure you'll find some. Go out there to the middle of the field. Hardly anybody's been out there yet.
Oh, perfect. Oh, Mike, this is my friend William. He's visiting from overseas.
Oh, pleased to meet you, Bill.
The pleasure's mine, Michael.
Here you go, Carrie.
Oh, you know what? I'll take this one.
All right. Now, if you folks get lost, give me a holler.
We will. Thanks, Mike. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We better get going. It's getting cold. Bill.
You're telling me if I hadn't come along with you, you'd be out doing this all by yourself?
Yeah. You saw my dad chop down our tree over here, even when I was a little girl. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't do the chopping, but, you know, I would help him drag the tree out of the woods.
Sounds like some great memories, I'm sure.
Yeah. My dad always insisted on a live tree. He just loved the way it would make the house smell.
And so now you carry on his traditions and his values.
I try to. It's the way I can think to honor his memory. And plus, I'd like to think I'm pretty self-sufficient and strong, as most ballerinas are.
You needn't remind me. Medea does on a regular basis throughout this entire trip. But surely, though, you must have a young man or a suitor that could have helped you with this task.
Is that a trick question?
Trick question. It wasn't my intention.
Well, to answer your question, no, I do not have a boyfriend. Haven't had one in well over a year since I left the ballet and decided to move back home.
I see. I do apologize if that seemed a bit personal.
No, not at all. And besides, you said I was a mysterious woman.
One I'm beginning to learn a few things about.
Oh, really? Like what?
Well, for starters, you're quite strong, self-sufficient. And you know more about an eggnog cheesecake sundae than anyone in their right mind should.
Well, aren't you quite the charmer? You know, I think I found exactly what I've been looking for.
So soon?
Yeah. Right over there. Come on. I think this one's perfect.
It's beautiful. So what now?
Well, you want to give it a go?
What do you mean?
Start chopping.
Okay.
Let me know if you get tired.
A piece of cake. There we go.
Well done, Carrie. It's just fantastic.
Thank you.
A little too fantastic. Exactly how much did I spend on this tree?
Well, I am happy to tell you that this tree cost you a grand total of nothing. Free.
How on earth did you manage that?
Well, not only did Prince William chop down the tree himself, but he also decided to gift it to the Academy.
Why, thank you, Your Highness.
It was nothing, really.
And he also offered to host the ballet, as well as do a meet and greet in the lobby after the performance.
Only if that's okay with you.
Incredible. Do you think Medea would be willing to join you for the meet and greet?
Oh, that's a good idea. Where is she?
You know, actually, I haven't seen her in a while.
Oh, speaking of which, if you'll excuse me for a moment. Medea, everyone is asking for you.
Are they, Your Highness?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not ready.
Is everything all right?
Prince William, you are my official escort whilst I'm in this country, yet I have not seen you for most of the day. I feel as if I've been forgotten, cast aside. Is that what you would define as all right?
Medea, you have rightfully assumed upon yourself the role of creative director. It's a great responsibility, choreographing the performance. It falls entirely upon your shoulders. It's a great undertaking, is it not? I merely wish to not interfere or be a distraction, for I know nothing about choreographing a ballet.
And to that end, it requires a day-long luncheon and a search for a Christmas tree?
I will certainly take this into consideration moving forward if my absence has affected your creative abilities in any way, shape, or form.
I do not mean to quarrel with you, my prince. I beg your forgiveness. It has been a long and tiring day. Please, accept my apology.
Say no more. It's been a long day for both of us, has it not? Why don't you gather your things and let Colin know when you're ready to leave, alright?
Mom, I'm home.
In the kitchen, honey.
You wouldn't believe everything I had going on today. And the grocery store was the usual Christmas madhouse.
I know, it's awful.
It's the same old chaos.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Well, I got you everything you asked for, but I cannot for the life of me figure out what else you have left to bake. I mean, seriously, what else is there?
Just never you mind. Cookies all gone?
Yep, they were a big hit, just like always.
Well, tomorrow you can take some of these. There are plenty to go around.
Mom, I'm starting to feel like a cookie pusher.
It's Christmas time. People expect you to hand out cookies.
Yeah, I understand that, but Christmas or not, I'm starting to get weird looks.
Are you sure it's the cookies?
Oh, you're funny.
So, how was your prince today?
Well, after last night's disaster, he asked me to lunch today. We went to the lodge.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah, it was. And then we went to Mike's tree farm, got a nice fresh Christmas tree for the school. Made a whole day of it.
Sounds like you had a good time.
Yeah, I did.
I'd love to meet him. I've never met a prince before.
Well, you just might get your chance. This one's for me. I'll be upstairs.
Quite a day, sir.
It most certainly was. You know, I have to admit, I've never chopped down a tree before.
I can't imagine. Even one so small.
Well, yes. It wasn't that small, but it was very easy.
I'm sure.
Just a few strokes of the axe. And that was it. Anyone could have done it.
No doubt. And Miss Martin, was she any assistance?
Carrie. Oh, yes, Carrie. Huh.
Carrie.
Carrie, she's quite a remarkable woman. Knows her way around an axe, that's for sure. I've never met a lady quite like her. There's real honesty about her and earnestness that's lacking in so many.
Might I remind you, sir, that a wise man once said, a prince must be very careful in affairs of the heart. Better to tread lightly, or not at all.
Consider myself reminded, thank you. And what I need is a hot shower and some room service. That'll do me right tonight.
Would you like me to order for you, sir?
Oh, no. No, I can manage myself. Actually, some tea would be quite lovely, if you don't mind.
Very good, sir.
Carrie. Good evening, Mother. How is the foot?
I have the finest care anyone could possibly hope for. It is the care and handling of my young protege I'm calling about.
I can assure you she's perfectly well.
I received a most distressing call earlier. Medea says she's feeling neglected. By you.
Neglected. By me. Mother, I'm doing everything you entrusted me with. And I thought you requested that her performance get the maximum amount of exposure, widest audience possible.
And I do. But I also want her to be happy.
Perhaps it can't be both ways.
Perhaps you can try.
I think she's a very jealous person, Mother.
What is it you're trying to say?
I believe Medea may have certain ideas as to what our relationship might actually be.
William, I think you're reading far too much into it.
Mother?
We'll speak no more on the subject, please. You know what you're supposed to do?
Yes.
Good. I know I can count on you. And Merry Christmas, son.
Merry Christmas, Mother. Colin. I may have a problem.
Okay, perfect.
Merry Christmas, ladies.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Your Highness. Colin?
You've all done such a wonderful job. The place looks so grand, so festive. The Queen herself would be pleased.
There's still a lot to do.
At your service.
Grab that box.
Now you'll get to see our tree in all its glory.
I can hardly wait. Is Medea here?
Yes, the car brought her by about an hour ago.
Do you mind showing me where she is?
Not at all. Right this way.
So why are we up here?
I didn't want to disturb her. She's feeling out the space. Look.
You know, this is really quite an exquisite venue.
It's pretty amazing, huh? It was built in 1926.
1926. Medea must be over the moon to dance here.
I think she approves.
I think she does. Carrie, you've really outdone yourself.
Well, this means an awful lot to me.
It's all going to pay off. I promise.
Well, with your help, it will.
Magnificent, absolutely breathtaking. You are a vision of loveliness and grace.
Prince William, you flatter me.
Medea, do tell me, do you approve of the venue?
Very much so. It will be an honor to perform here.
I thought you might like it.
You thought correctly. Anyway, as I am finished, perhaps we could have lunch? You and I?
I would be delighted.
Good. I will need some time to be ready. Shall we say 1 o'clock?
That sounds wonderful. I'll meet you in the lobby at 1.
Okay.
Are they all wrapped up in there?
Yep, all done.
Good. Some of the students want to walk through their movements again. It's also big for them, you know? Compared to the studio at school, they're a little nervous.
Well, I've been there. I don't blame them.
Oh, you know, we still have a handful of these to deliver. Would you mind taking this to the carousel?
Not at all.
To the carousel? What is that?
Oh, these are prepaid tickets. Some of the local merchants bought bundles from us to give to their best customers as a way to support the show. But I have to make sure they get them in time. It's only a short walk.
I see. Do you mind if I join you?
Oh, yeah, if you have the time.
I have plenty of time. I don't have to meet up with Medea until 1 o'clock.
Well, then, by all means. I just need to grab my coat.
Well, the prince certainly seems to have taken a shine to her.
Indeed he has, miss.
Well, he's very charming and very handsome.
It has been said before, but he's also a very sincere and honorable man. It's been my pleasure to know him.
I'll bet.
You know, I'm actually excited for you to see the carousel. It's quite a staple in our town.
I've only seen a carousel as a young child at the fun fair. It was pretty spectacular.
Oh, well, I think you're in for a real treat.
I'm excited.
Is Prince William here?
No. The prince will return at 1 o'clock in time to meet you.
Oh, I see. Do you know where he has gone?
They went to deliver a packet of merchant tickets to the carousel.
Some of the local merchants have purchased bundles of tickets to distribute to their customers. Everyone wants to see you.
Oh,
The prince has accompanied Miss Martin to the carousel to deliver those tickets.
how nice. Thank you. Then I shall return at 1 o'clock.
See you then.
Now this is a masterpiece.
Yeah. You know, it's completely restored to its original condition. It's exactly how it was when it was first built in the 1920s.
Now, believe it to be so.
You know, some of these figures were found under the floorboards of an old house. But the legs were missing, some heads were damaged.
How do you know so much about this?
Oh, well, every spring a bunch of us get together and we help touch up the paint on the figures. The whole town chips in to restore the carousel at some point or another.
The entire town?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. The workmanship is just incredible. I mean, it's all hand carved.
Hi, Carrie.
Oh, hey, Becky. Merry Christmas.
I was hoping to see you today. We have a lot of people wanting those tickets.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for your help. It's going to be a wonderful show.
Oh, I'm sure.
But that's not all. Becky, allow me to introduce you to His Royal Highness, Prince William of Weidenberg.
Prince William? Oh, my goodness.
I have to tell you, your carousel, it's absolutely beautiful. I've never seen anything quite like it.
We worked so hard on it.
Yes, I've been hearing all about it.
Becky, do you think we could maybe see it in motion?
Give me a minute.
Hey, thanks, Becky.
Thank you. How exciting. You know, ever since I was a young boy, I always wanted to ride one of these. I never got the chance.
Hey, what? You're joking.
No, I'm not joking at all. Of course, we went to the fun fair, but that was to cut ribbons, wish everyone a happy holidays, things like that. But we never got to partake in any of the fun and the amusement. Not enough security in place for my mother. Can't have anything happening to her only son.
Never thought I'd feel bad for a prince before, but I think I'm starting to.
Look, it's moving.
Now's your chance.
Chance for what?
Well, there's no one here to stop you. Let's get on. Come on.
You can't be serious.
Yes, of course I'm serious.
No, I don't.
We're getting on.
Okay. You can ride a giraffe.
You could if you wanted to.
Yes.
Oh, and there they are as the bell tolls one.
Right on schedule, Your Highness.
As always, Colin. Are you ready, madame?
I wait your pleasure, Prince William.
If everyone will please excuse us.
And there they go.
We're thinking of ordering pizza.
Oh, when only the finest will do. Yeah, I'll take the cookie. 2, okay?
Yeah.
Delicious.
Prince William, I'm so glad we could finally have this lunch together.
Yes, me as well.
Ever since we've come to America, I've had such a strange feeling. A feeling as if you've been avoiding me. If I have said something to displease you, I am sorry.
My dear Medea, it's no secret that this journey was thrust upon me due to unforeseen circumstances. Therefore, I admit I feel a bit unprepared, uninvested in this task. But I have accepted it as part of my royal duties, as I have in the past. It is not your fault, but I feel displaced in my role here. And thus you and I believe we both feel a bit obliged to make the best of the circumstances for the short time that we're here.
Why are you so distant towards me? There was a time when many thought, well...
Well, that many thought what? Thank you.
Many thought that perhaps someday we might be together. That we might make a suitable couple. Some still do.
Truly?
Truly. My father is a duke, and not without status.
That he is, which would make you and I a very attractive pairing.
Yes, Your Highness.
Right. My dear, you are a beauty beyond compare. You have so much to offer. One that any man, prince, or king would consider himself lucky to call his own. But I'm not that man. We're two different people, you and I. I do apologize. It is not my intent to hurt you. But I'm not him.
Is it because of Miss Martin?
Perhaps.
Prince William, within days, she will be 1,000,000 miles behind you.
Yes, I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Well, Your Highness, perhaps I should just accept my role and not stand between you. I thank you for your honesty. Although I must admit it's difficult for me to accept. I had hoped for a better outcome, but perhaps we are, as you say, too different from each other. If you care about Miss Martin this much, then perhaps you should present her with a parting Christmas gift. Something to remind her of you, always.
Oh, yes. That's an excellent idea. And a very noble one at that. Thank you. But what? What kind of gift?
If I should be so bold as to say, I know what I would wish. And I saw it just a block from here. We can walk there.
Absolutely love that. Let me take care of this. And let's be on our way.
Let's.
Medea, thank you for supporting me.
Sure is turning into a long lunch. Maybe they're having it flown in from Weidenberg?
Perhaps they take their lunches leisurely in Europe.
If I know Madame, she's probably talking His Highness's ear off with a litany of suggestions.
Maybe we should check on him.
Oh, Carrie, it's only been an hour.
I was just kidding.
Well, while you two try to figure it all out, I'm going to run across the street and drop these tickets off at the jewelry store.
Oh, I can take them. I wanted to bring Cooper some of my mom's Christmas tree fudge wedges. I'll be back.
Okay.
Christmas tree fudge wedges.
Spreading Christmas cheer wherever she goes.
Here you are, sir.
Oh, yes, it's lovely. So, what do you think?
Look at this. Now, this is coming along quite nicely.
I think we're just about there.
I'll gather my things.
Yes. No, my. Now that is a Christmas tree.
How was lunch?
Lunch was revealing and thought-provoking. Ah, indeed. Is Carrie here?
No, she left a little while ago on an errand.
I see. Do you think you know when she'll be back?
Well, she should be back already, but maybe she went somewhere else afterwards. It's kind of a busy time right now.
Well, yes, I imagine so. And with the ballet tomorrow, of course, must be hectic. Colin, why don't we help Medea gather her things and bring her back to the hotel? And if you can let Carrie know that I'll call her later, maybe for dinner tonight.
I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that, Your Highness.
Wonderful, thank you. Colin, any word from Carrie?
No, sir. I left a few messages, but there's been no response.
Frankly, I'm getting a bit worried. Do you think something might be the matter?
Well, Jane said she came back for her car yesterday afternoon. Seemed very upset about something. Said she was going home. But they do expect her back to the show today, of course.
Well, yes, of course. But she was upset about something. Do you still have Carrie's card? There was an address on that card. I want you to go there, see if you can find out anything.
Me, sir?
Well, yes. We don't know if it's her home address or not. Certainly can't have me showing up unannounced and uninvited. Can't go on these wild goose chases. Plus, I have to escort Medea to the theater in the next 20 minutes, I believe. So, tisk tisk.
As you wish, sir.
Yes, thank you, Colin.
Can I help you?
Is Miss Carrie Martin at home?
I'll check.
Please tell her it's Colin.
All right.
You can let him in.
Please come in. Can I take your coat?
No, thank you. I won't be a moment.
Colin, what are you doing here?
Surely you must know the prince is worried sick about you.
Is he?
He is. Have you not received my messages?
No, I haven't checked them.
What has happened, Miss Martin? I beg you, tell me what's wrong.
I saw them together, William and Medea, at the jewelry store when I went to drop off the tickets. They were inside. The way he was holding her hand.
Oh, I am sorry.
He was buying her a diamond bracelet. Seemed very, intimate. And I realized I had made a fool of myself in front of him and all of my friends.
I feel terrible about all of this, but I can assure you there is nothing between the prince and Madame Medea.
I know what I saw.
Miss, I do not doubt you, but you are needed at the ballet. It is your show. You are the artistic director, and you should be there, but for the sake of your students.
Don't worry, Colin. I will be there. For my students.
Very good. Until then.
Yes, enter.
Your Highness.
Colin, did you have any success?
I did.
And how is she?
She's well. Very upset, but well.
She's upset. Please tell me what happened.
Well, sir, it seems that yesterday she came across you and Medea in a jewelry store.
Oh, dear.
Yes. She saw what she thought was your Highness gifting Madame a diamond bracelet, very much in love, and after some of the other things she'd seen and heard over the last few days, put such and such together and, well, felt quite foolish. Her having certain, as yet, unexpressed feelings for you.
Yes, of course. Of course. Colin, this is terrible. Yes, I confess, I purchased a bracelet, and yes, I tried it on Medea. But I did it for Carrie. I bought the bracelet as a gift for Carrie. I must clear this up at once. I have to speak with her.
She's very unhappy, but she is coming.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, and well done.
Ah, Mrs. Martin.
Hello again. Prince William?
Yes,
I'm Audrey Martin, Carrie's mother.
Miss Martin, it is a pleasure to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you and your baked goods.
Thank you. I don't mean to keep you. I just wanted to meet you. Carrie has told me so much about you. I wanted to come and see for myself.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for stopping by. Is Carrie with you by chance?
Was she somewhere around here? You know, I've never met a real prince before. And now that I've seen you, I understand why Carrie feels the way she does.
Thank you, Miss Martin. I have to tell you, I've heard about everything that happened, and it's a giant misunderstanding. I really do care for your daughter.
That's good. Please tell her that.
I will. I will. Thank you again. It's a pleasure to meet you. Enjoy the show.
I will.
Yes, but these are the dancers that need to be stage right.
Okay. Sorry. Carrie, please wait.
I'm sorry, I have a lot to do.
No, but I can explain everything.
You don't owe me an explanation.
Colin, he told me what happened. It's not what you think.
It doesn't matter what I think.
Yes, it matters to me.
The show's about to start.
No, but listen, I know what you saw. And I was buying that gift for you, the bracelet. I was buying it for you. I just wanted to see what it would look like on a lady's wrist, that's all. But it was meant for you. You have to believe me. Please, I care about you, Carrie. I wanted you to have this. Now, would I still have this if it was a gift meant for Medea? If I had given it to her, would I still have this if I weren't telling the truth about how I felt about you? This is yours. It's always been yours and for you. I want to be with you, Carrie.
We've got a big problem. I need you now.
Please, you must believe me.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Carrie, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Just start the show and I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
Okay.
Marilyn, no, thank goodness you're here. Go. Go what? Yes. Me? I'm too nervous. Now get out there. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Hello and welcome to a Royal Christmas Ballet. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our very special guest host for this year's event. Please welcome His Royal Highness Prince William of Weidenberg.
Is everything all right?
We'll see.
Where's Carrie?
Putting on a fine. I hope.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to a Royal Christmas Ballet. Under the direction of Miss Carrie Martin, featuring Weidenberg's very own prima ballerina, Medea Michelli, and the Trainer Academy of Dance. Now, we hope your holidays have been a joyous one, filled with love, laughter, and the spirit of Christmas. Now, please enjoy a Royal Christmas Ballet. Appreciate it. I know she listens to you.
Could be convinced.
Convinced? What would it take?
Let me think about that. I've always fancied being a countess.
Hey, whatever's going on, I'm sure I can help.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry? What are you sorry about?
She's absolutely magnificent.
I'd say near perfect.
Yes. Perfect.
She's wonderful. A true artist.
Medea, what are you doing here?
So sorry. I tripped on the stairs and hurt my knee. I can't dance.
Well, if that's not you out there, then who is it?
Bravo! Bravo!
That's your cue.
My cue.
Go.
Oh.
Harry?
What on earth are you doing?
Mattia was injured. I had to make fast.
I can't believe it. You were incredible.
Really? Do you still want to be with me?
Yes, Carrie, more than ever.